This Silver Tempest card makes fire types so much better. Roll the intro. What is going on, everybody? Hitmonchanning here, back again with another Pokemon trading card game, online deck tech. Today, I want to talk about Rapidash from Silver Tempest. This card, I think, is really cool and has a lot of potential, especially going into the Scarlet and Violet sets that are going to be coming out in, I think, the end of March of 2023. So we still got a little bit of a way to go. But I want to talk about Rapidash because I think the card is really cool and has a lot of potential with all the other fire types we have currently in the format. So what does Rapidash do? Well, Rapidash has the Heat Boost ability. It reads once during your turn, you can discard a fire energy from your hand, and your fire Pokemon's attacks will do 30 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon during this turn. So you can get a 1 Rapidash or 2 Rapidash going. We're playing a 2-2 Rapidash line and increase your Pokemon's fire damage, your fire Pokemon's damage by 30 per each Rapidash. So that's really, really cool. And we have a lot of different Pokemon, like fire type Pokemon, that are easy to power up with energy and can attack pretty frequently and do a lot of damage thanks to Rapidash here. So this is my Rapidash Firebox deck. The main star of the show is going to be Moltres here with the Inferno Wings attack. It does 20 damage, but if it has any damage counters on it, it does 70 more. Now this combos really well with Magma Basin. This Stadium from Brilliant Stars reads once during each player's turn, they can attach a fire energy card from their discard pile to one of their bench fire Pokemon. If they do, you put 2 damage counters on that Pokemon. So basically your combo can be, you do a Rapidash, you attach a fire energy, that fire energy with Magma Basin, puts damage counters on Moltres, you bring Moltres into the active, and you're going to be doing 120 damage if you used 1 Rapidash. Well, 90 if you used no Rapidash, 120 if you used 1 Rapidash, and 150 if you used both Rapidash. So there's a lot of potential for this deck to ramp up a lot of damage on a measly single prize Pokemon. And now we're playing 2-2 Bibarel to help us get some draw support and get cards that we need into our hand. And we're also playing a couple of different attackers as well. We're playing 1 Entei V, the only multi-prize Pokemon we're playing in this deck. It has the fleet-footed ability, which is really good, and Burning Rondo for only 2 energy can do a lot of damage as well. So Entei is a welcome addition to this deck, as well as Radiant Charizard. It's a single-prize Pokemon, and Combustion Blast combined with the Excited Heart ability lets it do a lot of damage for very little energy if you are playing later in the game. So Radiant Charizard, very, very strong, and we're also playing a Manaphy in this deck to protect us against those pesky Radiant Greninja snipes. Now, for the rest of the cards, we're playing 4 Battle VIP Pass, 1 Escape Rope, 1 Heavy Ball, as we have a couple of one-offs in the deck, 1 Ordinary Rod to help us recover some cards, 4 Quick Ball, as well as 3 Ultra Ball, and a Switch, just for Pokemon search and switching. 4 Magma Basin, like I stated, a single boss, but we're also playing 3 Serena, which also acts as a boss and helps us get cards into the discard and draw more cards. So Serena really, really strong in this deck. We're also playing 2 Rhyhorn to help us potentially power up cards easier after we get knocked out, as well as 4 Research and 2 Kindler. Now, Kindler is a really cool card that lets you discard a fire energy from your hand, and you can look at the top 7 cards of your deck, put 2 of them into your hand, and then shuffle the other cards back in. So, could be very situationally a very good supporter, but Kindler hasn't seen a lot of play, so we're gonna give it some play in today's video. And after that, we have 2 Air Balloon, 2 Choice Belt to help our damage against Pokemon V, and 10 fire energy. So we have a lot of energy to work with when we're powering up all our Pokemon. But I'm very excited for this Rapidash deck, and let's see if Rapidash can heat boost us to some dubs today. We get to call the coin flip here. Tails never fails, as I always say. Fortunately, we lost. Unfortunately, we lost. But that's okay. If you go second with this deck, you do have the potential to get a first turn Moltres. And we actually do right here. This is an incredible hand for going second. Actually really, really strong. So we're going to see what we're playing up against right here. Looks like it's going to be Eternatus. Eternatus is a very interesting matchup for us because Eternatus has a lot of HP and it can do a lot of damage, but we're mostly single prizers here with this deck. So this is going to be interesting for sure. We'll draw that extra card. Fire energy, not bad. And they're going to start off with a Coughing. We can hopefully take the first prize here. That would be incredible if we could knock out this Coughing on the first turn of the game. They're going to get 2 energy in the discard, which leads me to believe they have a 3rd. And they're going to be looking for that Crobat V here, so they can play that down and fill their hand to 6 cards. which they're going to do. And they're hopefully going to be trying to attach on a Coughing here, because they don't really know what we're playing. And they're going to go for a Dark Patch and start getting that Eternatus powered up. Attach that Coughing, and they're just going to pass it on over to us. And I'm very excited for the turn that we are going to have right now. We're going to be able to do quite a bit of damage here. Will Professor's Research get rid of this entire hand? Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. This is amazing. I'm very happy with this. We'll do that. Now we can play ourselves a Battle VIP. Grab Entei and Ponyta. And we grab Battle VIP here, and we grab another Ponyta. Yeah, and we'll attach it to Entei. Keep that in hand right now. Go into Moltres and boom, Infernal Wings for the KO. First KO of the game. We're going to take a prize, which is a Fire Energy. Pretty good. If they knock out this Moltres, we're going to be using Raihan to get something else, and we can bring up Entei. Entei very good in this matchup because Eternatus has a massive bench, and you just Burning Rondo and take a big KO. We're not going to be able to one-shot Eternatus, I don't think, unless we go all out with our Ponytas here, which is very possible. And they're going to bring Eternatus into the active, which leads me to believe they have the VMAX in hand, and they're going to be digging quite a bit to get the KO here. There's a Crushing Hammer coming out from my opponent, getting heads, which is unfortunate. If they took it off the active, though, that leads me to believe they don't have a KO here, which is very, very interesting. And now they're going to Quick Ball away an Ultra Ball and try and grab another Crobat V, I believe, here. But they're grabbing another Eternatus. Interesting. They gotta have a Crobat in hand then. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. I was like, there's no way they grab another Eternatus. Very nice artwork on this card, by the way. Very, very cool card. There's the evolution. And now, if they have that energy, they can take a KO. But I want to see... They're not going to bench anything else. Okay, so we are going to be able to do a little bit more damage on them with Moltres here. And we're going to play this very, very carefully. We have 2 energy in the discard, so we're going to go ahead, Magma Basin into Moltres. We'll Raihan onto Entei. And I think what we're going to want to do is... Like, do we want to grab Bibarel here? Just to be safe? I think we kind of need to. We should get another, like, we gotta get another attack. We gotta get a lot. Okay, we're gonna grab... we'll grab Ultra Ball here. And we'll grab Bibarel. And we'll put the belt on Entei. We'll Ultra Ball these 2 cards away. You need to get Bibarel. And we can get rid of this Fire Energy with the Quick Ball. Okay, there we go. I'm making sure we got the right sequencing. Got another Moltres onto the bench. We can Industrious Incisors here. Grab some more Pokemon. Now, we don't get a Rapidash, but that's okay. I'm pretty content with this right now. So we're just going to go into Moltres. We don't even need to attach the energy. That's the beautiful part. We'll just Infernal Wings, do 120 damage, nothing to scoff at. And now they have a couple options here. They can take out our Entei and get 2 prizes ahead. Then we go back in with Moltres and do another 120, potentially 150 with Rapidash, which I think that's what they're going to try and do here. We could have gone in with Entei, but getting that guaranteed knocked out is not exactly it's not exactly good for our game plan. So we're gonna have to make them work for it a little more if they want to take this Entei out, because now they kind of have to, and it threatens a knockout on Eternatus. Or they can go for a play where they try and power up another Eternatus and just keep taking out our single prizers. You're gonna go for that Ultra Ball here. It's important to note they can't play any Lumineon because with Eternatus' ability, you can only play dark types onto your field in order to keep the bench like wide like this. So they're gonna evolve into Crobat VMAX, Leafy Camo Poncho. Interesting. Okay, so then they're gonna get another Crobat down. We're gonna see if they get that boss coming out here. The Crobat VMAX is a really cool tech, which means we can't boss up the bat, but is it really worth those extra 2 card spots? I don't know. There's their energy attachment onto the Crobat. Forest Seal Stone on Eternatus, and they're going to use that, so I believe they're going to find their boss's orders here, which would seem accurate. No choice belt gonna come out though. Very, very good to note for us. Because if they've got a choice belt, that just makes their KO a lot easier. But they still need a lot here in this hand in order to take out our Entei. And if they don't take out the Entei, we just bring it in, we take the KO with Burning Rondo, because we're currently going to be doing 230 damage, which is enough to knock out Eternatus here. Yeah, right? 50, 50, yeah, 230 damage to knock out this Eternatus. So this Entei threatening a KO against my opponent's Pokemon. And we have a pretty good hand here. I'm very happy with this. Yeah, hopefully we can find a Rapidash so we can start getting our damage boosted if we need it. We have Moltres on the bench to help us out, and it looks like they're taking a big think here. They're just gonna Dread End and take out Moltres, which I'm content with. That makes me happy, because we just need a bench Pokemon, which we have thanks to this Quick Ball, and then we have the KO here. So they can take one of their prize cards. Eternatus is going to go down thanks to Entei, and we also get to draw that extra card with Fleet-Footed. So I'm happy with this right now. I'm very, very happy with this. We take out this Eternatus, take out a Crobat, and we win the game basically. So we'll go up with Bibarel, see what we can do here. There's a Rapidash, which is really awesome to see. We'll Magma Basin to this Moltres here. Now I'm very heavily debating. Do we Quick Ball anything away here, or do we just Heat Boost Rapidash? Because I don't know if I want to lose another Magma Basin. I mean, we only played one so far. We can go for the Heat Boost just to be safe. And I guess we'll Quick Ball away this Basin. Grab something else. We can grab our other Moltres here. Yeah, we have a bunch of other Basins in deck, so we're okay. Grab that other Moltres. I guess we'll just Incisors right now. See if we can find some more cards. There's a Basin. We have Serena, but we want to take out this Eternatus for sure. So we'll retreat into Entei. And we don't even want to use a supporter this turn, which is kind of crazy. We literally just want to keep this, Or do we want to research it? Yeah, no. I lied to you. We definitely want to research here. Right? I'm so, Nah, we're going to stay. We'll Fleet-Footed. Fleet-Footed here. Ultra Ball. Okay. We can actually, yeah, this was good. We can Ultra Ball these away. And we can grab our other Rapidash. Now, we have to get Radiant Charizard here to help us close out the game off of the prizes. That's going to be our only challenge. But Burning Rondo going to come out. Knock out Eternatus. 280 damage. That's crazy. And we get to draw 3 prize cards. So if we can get Radiant Charizard, I'll be a very happy guy. We get Manaphy. Okay, well, now we need to do a little bit more in order to get everything, because we can Serena up a Crobat, and if we get Radiant Charizard out, we can actually take the dub, I believe. But let's see, because it does not look like they can KO with a Crobat VMAX. That's going to be it. That's the scoop. I knew it. There wasn't really anything they could do unless they had a lot in their hand. Rapidash Firebox beats Eternatus VMAX. Could be a tough matchup for sure, but because they didn't take out that Entei, it really just sweeps their board. We get to call the coin flip here. Tails never fails, and we are going to be going first, so I'm very happy with that. Going first to the stack, also very good. First and second is really, really good. This is an absolutely incredible hand. This is a great hand right here. We're going to see what we're playing against in this matchup. It's going to be Drapion, so first we're going to battle VIP Pass. See what we're working with. We have Zard. We need that Heavy Ball to get Entei out. But first, we're going to grab Bidoof, and we're going to grab Ponyta. We will do this, grab another Moltres, and what else do we want from here? We can start powering up Charizard, but I don't want to drop it too early. We can grab Moltres, honestly, and another Bidoof, because we don't know exactly what we're playing against. We can Heavy Ball, grab Entei. Put Entei down, start powering it up, and Quick Ball this stuff away. Grab Manaphy, and just hit done. So because we have Manaphy, we can keep it in hand if we need to drop it early, or we'll be just Serena it away within our deck out a little bit more. We're in a good spot here. Hisuian Heavy Ball going to come out from my opponent. And we're going to see what we're up against. Could be some sort of Lost Zone deck, which could be challenging. There's Mew with Mysterious Tail, so maybe this is like Dialga V-Star. That could be interesting to play against. There's a Battle VIP pass, so we're going to find out very soon what kind of deck this is. My money would be on Dialga V-Star. Oh, it's going to be Vikavolt. Okay, interesting. Because, I mean, Vikavolt could be tough, but it's possible to overwhelm them. It could be a tough matchup, but it's possible to overwhelm them, especially because they started Drapion. They need quite a bit in order to get that Vikavolt up and running. They need to have that Melanie, that switch, that lightning energy, basically right now. So they could do it. Like, they really could do it. I don't know if they will. They have the switch in the air balloon. So they're going into Vikavolt for sure right now. They have the Melanie. Do they have the lightning energy to item lock us here? Do they have that lightning energy? The good thing is they can't KO this Moltres, so they have the lightning energy. They can hit us with Paralyzing Bolt, but we're going to be able to do damage as long as we find a fire energy. So I will be content about that. They're not going to have a full bench at the end of this turn, which means Entei is not an option just yet, but that's okay. Serena is going to come in clutch. We also have Ponyta to boost our damage if we so need it. So we're going to see what my opponent decides to do. Just a Paralyzing Bolt here. All right, not bad. We get that fire energy, so we can attach that. Serena, get rid of this Manaphy, not needed in this matchup. Draw some more cards. We get Rapidash here, and we can honestly just boost our damage. We'll go for a Heat Boost and do some more damage. Inferno Wings, kapow, 120 damage. Now, if they don't drop, what's it called? 2 Zapdos from Thing. For Pokemon Go, or if they don't play any Galarian Zigzagoons. There's one Zapdos, they need another one plus or a Zig. If they do that, then, like, if they don't get 2 more damage mods, basically damage mods of 10, they can't knock out our Moltres, and their Vikavolt is gone. They're going for the Ultra Ball here, so they should have it, but thankfully that means Entei can come through and just sweep with Burning Rondo, and they don't have another Vikavolt like set up yet, so I'm not too upset. They're going for this Ultra Ball, taking a peek through their deck, seeing what they can get. Or no, they didn't even play the cards down there. Yeah, they're gonna grab that other Zapdos, so they're gonna be able to take a KO on Moltres. And a really good top deck here would be to find ourselves. Oh, they're gonna Marnie us. Okay, so as long as that's actually really good. We had a pretty dead hand. Them Marnieing us is really, really good. We get that fire energy, we get a Bibarel, we get research. Oh, we're fine. We are absolutely okay right now. I am not worried in the slightest. Go ahead, take out our little pal Moltres here. Entei V is going to come up and destroy Vikavolt in one shot. And the thing is, they can't really one-shot this Entei from scratch, because if you look at their board, they're putting a lot of money on this Vikavolt. You can take out our Moltres, that's fine. You can take out Moltres, I won't be that mad. But when Entei comes into play, you're going to regret it for sure. So we can evolve a Bidoof here. We'll go for a, maybe we'll wait for the Fleet-Footed. We'll attach here. I think we're just going to Industrious now for 2. See what we get. Their Fire Energy. We could Heat Boost, but there's really no point, so we're just going to Research. We got to get rid of that anyway. No Stadium is unfortunate too. But and I don't even know if we want to put the Zard down yet. Oh, we can now we can Fleet-Footed, see if we get the Stadium that we were looking for. No, we do not. That's okay. Burning Rondo is just going to take a massive KO on this Vikavolt V, and they don't have another one ready just yet. We get a Magma Basin, and we get a Quick Ball. So now we're going to be in a good spot, because we can get Moltres prepped and ready to go with Magma Basin, and we can Heat Boost it with Rapidash if we need to. The other good thing, they're going to get that Vikavolt down. That's fine. Go ahead, get that Vikavolt down, hit into this Entei. It's getting knocked out next turn. We have that Moltres to drop down, and then it's just kind of game over from there. There's really not much they can do about this situation, to be honest, because we're hitting for a flat 220 with a full bench. They have the Scoop Up Net here, so they might be picking up that Mew with that. But they're gonna need a lot more here. They're gonna need, they're gonna need that Melanie or a Rhyhorn. They're gonna need that energy. They have the switch. That's what they need here. But they can't even take a big KO. So I'm not very concerned. They're just gonna, literally scoop it up there. There wasn't much more that my opponent could do. And we're just gonna take that dub against the Vikavolt V deck with our Silver Tempest Rapidash Firebox. My opponent is calling the coin flip here. Tails never fails is what I always say. You know what, maybe I should drop some Tails Never Fails merch on the Hitmonchanning channel. I think I might do that. And I mean, it wasn't Tails, but we still won the flip, so I'm going to absolutely take that and go first. And see what we're working with here. This is not a really great hand. It depends what we get off this heavy ball. We need a lot to make this hand good and playable. Ultra Ball is what we could get, but we're going to use this heavy ball first. And we're just going to grab that Ponyta and keep him in our hand. Now, Ultra Ball, and I don't want to get rid of 2 Fire Energy. We will get rid of a Fire Energy and an Ordinary Rod. We will put Entei on the bench. And we're literally going to try for all the marbles here. We're gonna go all in, reversing Mew, and now we're gonna see what my opponent does. If they're able to take out this Entei, and we don't get like a research off our top deck, we're gonna be in a very in like an unwinnable spot. But we'll see what my opponent does here. They can't Elisa's and Boss in the same time, so you're gonna Force Seal Stone, probably pop that and grab another Battle VIP. They're gonna Lost Vacuum away our belt. Unfortunate, but Mew plays a full bench anyway, so I'm not worried. Can take out that Genesect pretty easily. And they're gonna Ultra Ball that, so they're not even gonna pop that Force Seal. I get rid of Power Tab. Okay, so you know what? This is cards we gotta keep track of. The Cross Switcher means it's probably double Turbo Mew and not Fusion Strike Mew, which means that they can't get a first turn knockout on us. There's that double turbo. They're gonna Quick Ball. They're gonna get a lot going. And now we need to have a nice top deck in order to do damage. In order to do damage, we need a really nice top deck here. If we can take out the Genesect, that'll be a happy camper. But it looks like that's going to be it for their turn. Not much else can happen here. Unless they feel like cross-switchering us. But they're just going to draw some more cards with Fusion Strike System. No Oricorio coming down is also really good for us, which means we can actually take out this Genesect without having any sort of bench with Entei. So that's good. They're going to start Alchemy, though. When are they going to start Alchemy? That's what I'm kind of concerned about. If they're popping it right now, it makes me a little bit worried. But hopefully we can get something good off our top deck. I'm praying. Oh, they get the Path to the Peak to stop our Fleet-footed. And it's another Fire Energy. No. Oh, God. We're attaching a Ponyta. And we're passing. Oh, my gosh. Why do we have to get a Fire Energy? Why do we have to top deck a Fire Energy? That's sad. That's really sad. I'm a little heartbroken by that. But now if they have a dead hand, we're going to be in a good spot because we can take out that Genesect and all will be well. I don't know what they were expecting there, if they're thinking hard about playing that path down. But we'll see. I mean, I'm kind of confident they have the double cross switcher plus Mew VMAX in hand. Another good thing, though, is they need a Power Tap in order to knock out Entei because it has 230 HP. Because, you know, 210 minus 20 is 190, plus belt is 220. So they need a Power Tab in order to knock out Entei V here, which is really, really good for us. That's why Entei has a little bit of a high retreat cost of 3, but that extra 10 damage is really, really relevant in a couple of matchups here. So, I don't know. They're just going to pass it on over to us. That's okay. I'm not worried about that in the slightest. We're going to bring up Entei. And we're not going to use that balloon yet. We're just going to retreat. Here's Entei, and here is that Burning a Rondo with 320 damage. Taking out that Genesect and taking 2 prizes. Battle VIP is not what we want to see. And of course we had to get 2. Of course we had to get 2 Battle VIP. This game is just going against us right now. Come on, game. What are you expecting me to do here? This is very horrendous. But if they don't have that VMAX in hand, there's that Power Tab. I'm confident they have the VMAX in hand. Very confident they do. Oh, they're going to Marnie us. Okay, let's see. Let's see what they get. They're probably going to get that VMAX. Like, I'm certain they got that VMAX. They're playing the Power Tab. They're getting ready to KO us. We got a research, so I'm happy. There's the Cram. Can we get a Tails on that Cram? Oh, of course they get the heads on the Cram. Goodbye, Entei V. It was nice knowing you. You helped us out a lot. But now we are going to pay the price here. They're going to take their 2 prizes. We're going to bring up a Ponyta. But we have the chance to bring it back here. Moltres. Choice Belt. Quick Ball. Got to grab ourselves Bidoof. And we can bring up Moltres here. We just got to research away and hope for the best. And of course, we didn't get what we needed. We needed the stadium. We needed... Oh my gosh. Why? Why would you do this to me, game? Why would you make my life harder like this? Now we'll just attach the Moltres and pass it on over to my opponent. And this is going to be tough. This is going to be really tough. I won't lie. We needed to get that damage off that turn. But if they don't have what they need in their hand, we could be still in a good spot. Because they won't be able to attack after a Techno Blast. They might retreat into a Mew V and leave it at that. Which would be okay. They might just retreat. They got to have that switch cart. Or they got to have that cross switcher. But we'll see. We're just going to clean the research away this hand. And they're going to Cram-O-Matic. Don't tell me. Cut this game? Like, why do they want... Why does this game want me to fail? I don't understand, you know? PTCGO, why are you so against me? And you're going to boss up my Moltres. And you're going to switch card away. That's okay, though. Like, because we have Raihan, that's completely fine. I'm not even, like, worried about that. We'll bring Ponyta up. We gotta hit this Mew this turn. Okay. There's Balloon. Do we go for the Raihan or do we go for the research? Okay. We have 4, 5, 6 energy, 7 energy accounted for. I think there's 1 prized. Do we research here or do we Raihan play it safe? I don't know if Raihan play it safe is gonna win us this game. I think we gotta go for all the marbles here. We're going for all the marbles. Professor's research. Don't fail me now. Magma Basin, there you are. Perfect. Magma Basin. Get that Moltres going. Retreat into it. Get those Rapidashes up and running. And now the thing is we got Kindler in hand. But we don't got any fire energy. And guess how many fire energy we have played? 7. We need to top deck a fire energy here. If we could top deck Bibarel, I'd be very happy. But now, because we had to bump with the Magma Basin, they can go ahead and grab themselves a, what's it called? Well, they can thin their hand down and they can play the Fusion Strike system with Genesect and whatever. And now, an unfortunate situation is if they play a bunch of power tablets, they can literally just Psychic Leap away and Psychic Leap loop us. But I think they have 3 power tablets played. Yeah, so that's not possible right now unless they have the secret Leon tech that I include in my Mew VMAX deck, which you can check out right here via the cards in the top corner of the screen. But we're gonna see what my opponent decides to do here. If they don't, they've played a lot of cards so far, like a lot of important cards. So if they don't get their switching option, they might be in for a tough time. Oh well, that's like a perfect hand right there. They're just gonna keep Fusion Strike systeming and trying to get the KO here. Is that Temple of Sinnoh? Okay. That's very interesting. I'm kind of shocked. Why do you play Temple of Sinnoh in this, my friend? You can't attack with Mew VMAX now. There's your power tab. You have to have the energy. That's an interesting tech in here. Okay, you're gonna Lost Vacuum. Get rid of it, probably. Or you're gonna get rid of my air balloon. Okay, that makes sense. I was so confused. I was like, why do you play Temple of Sinnoh in this? I was like, what's the point of that? Max Miracle getting rid of our Moltres here. But now we need to get a pretty good top deck. We've got a Fire Energy, which is like literally exactly what we needed. We'll play the Kindler first. And we need that Bibarel. We can grab the Magma Basin, I guess. Or we can... No, we can Quick Ball. That's what we need. Quick Ball. If we do 50... Or 250... Can we get it? We have a single Fire Energy left. Can we Combustion Blast get this? If we do 250... I'm literally going to calculate this. I'm going to calculate this because I don't trust my own math. Yeah, we can take the KO if we get the Combustion Blast, which we have. Alright, that works for me. It's just Industrious Incisors. Get another Fire Energy. We can drop that Moltres down. Yeah, we just have the KO. They don't have an Oricorio. We're chilling right now. Retreat into Zard. Combustion Blast. Goodbye, Mew VMAX. And now this game is a lot closer than we would have been led to believe. We can grab ourselves a bunch of prizes here. We need to take one more knockout. There's that Fire Energy, which I'm looking for. And now, this is the fated day. Do they have the other Mew VMAX? There's your belt. That's not going to help you here. There's no way they can take 2 knockouts at once. The question of the hour is, can we get a KO on a Genesect in 1 turn? We can't use Moltres and they drop the Oricorio, but that Oricorio drop is a mistake because if we find our boss's orders, we can actually bring that up and take it down. And we have Escape Rope, which is not bad at all to have in this situation. Boss Vacuum, getting rid of our Magma Basin is tough, but thankfully we have Industrious Incisors. Now, if they boss up our Bibarel, I don't have a lot of hope. I'm not gonna lie to you. But if they don't boss up that Bibarel, okay. Because we have the Escape Rope in hand, okay, they're not gonna boss up the Bibarel. If they bossed up Bibarel, we had the game in our hand. They're taking out Zard. Bring up Rapidash. They have another Bibarel. Just drop this. Oh, I should have actually brought up Bibarel and then Escape Roped. That's what I should have done. I guess I'll just retreat and... Oh man, no, I can't even do that. Okay, we're gonna have to Incisors here. That was a misplay on my part. We should have brought up Bibarel. Oh my gosh, no! We literally have to hope they don't have the double switch here. Oh man, we drove into the Battle VIP passes. That's so unfortunate. If they have the double switch here, we lose. Like, for sure. They gotta have that switch card in hand. Or the cross switchers. They have to have the cross switchers. Yeah, there they are. I knew it. Well played to my opponent. That was a good game. Really good game, really close. We had game in hand at that point, but then they Roxanned us. Very, very close game for my opponent. Still a very good game, though, I will say. You know, if we had a Drapion in there, maybe it could have been a different result, but I'm not too mad about that. So what do you think of my Silver Tempest Rapidash box deck? This deck is so much fun to play. In a time where I find the standard format to be a little bit boring, Rapidash pulls through, and it is such a joy to play this deck. This deck is so much fun. There are a couple changes I would make for sure. One of them being, depending on what the meta is calling for, you don't need Manaphy in here, because rarely I bench it, and... what's it called? Most of the time you're attacking with a Moltres. You're just bringing a Moltres in, boom, attacking with it. They knock it out, you bring another one in, boom, you're attacking with it, powering it up with Rapidash's heat boost ability. So Manaphy usually isn't needed in here because everything you're playing is dying down anyways. The only thing that I would say is, like, another attacker could be helpful. Maybe something like another Entei V could be good, or a Drapion V could be really good for Mew, because you could just, I think you literally just win the Mew matchup if you play Drapion V kind of freely, because you play Drapion V, knock something out, like, or they knock you out, you Drapion V, knock them out, then they knock out Drapion V, you can use Radiant Charizard, and do a bunch of damage, and then they can knock something out, and you finish with Moltres, or you go with Moltres, Radiant Charizard right after, vice versa. Easy win. Like with Drapion, this deck is such a favorable matchup against Mew. It's insane. However, other than that, I don't know what else I would make to this deck. I don't want any other changes. I think this is really, really fun. You don't need the Kindlers in here, but the Kindler did help us out in one of the games. So you can maybe drop down to one Kindler, maybe put in another Serena or another boss or another Raihan. I find Raihan is really, really helpful in this deck. But other than that, I'm very content with this deck's performance. Thank you all so much for watching. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah. I hope you enjoy whatever holiday you are celebrating this time around. Even if it's a holiday, I don't know. Tell me what you're celebrating this holiday season in the comments down below. I wish everybody a happy holidays. I'm actually recording this on Christmas Eve to get this out to you all. And my next upload day, which is going to be Tuesday. So hopefully this video is enjoyable for you all. Hopefully you enjoy it. Hopefully you have an amazing holiday season. And I want to thank you all so much for watching and getting me to 300 subscribers. During my next video, I will probably have a 300 subscriber thanks at the very beginning. But I was in a rush to record this so I could get it out in time. Anyways, I'm babbling. Let me know what you think of this deck in the comments down below. Tell me what you like, what you dislike, what you would change, and what you would keep. And leave a like on the video, as I said, and subscribe to the Hitmonchanning channel because I post 2 new Pokemon trading card game videos every single week here. And tick that notification bell so you are never missing out on an upload. And with all that said and done, Hitmonchanning out.